In our last lesson, we learned about irregular past tense verbs. These were some examples of the verbs we learned about. Let's read them together. Saw, got, ran, made, told, gave, kept, went, sat, found. Remember, all of these verbs happened in the past. And in our lesson before that one, we learned about some present tense verbs. Well, today we're going to talk about verbs that take place in the future. We learned about present, we learned about the past, and today we'll learn about future tense. Let's get started. Now we're going to practice listening to some sentences and changing them from happening now to something that's going to happen in the future. Okay, so listen to this first sentence next to the word now. It reads, I play soccer. Now listen to the sentence next to in the future. It reads, tomorrow I will play soccer. Now in this sentence, the word tomorrow tells me that this is going to happen in the future. So I had to do something before the verb in this sentence. Can you find the word that I added before the verb? Take a close look. Did you see the word will? Yes, I had to add the word will before the verb play. And now it reads, tomorrow I will play soccer. To show something is going to happen in the future, we need to add this word will before the verb. That word will has a special name. It's called a helping verb. And play is our main verb. Okay? So right now we're going to read a story about playing soccer. And we're going to turn each of our sentences that happen in the present into sentences that are going to happen in the future. And when we do that, you're going to notice that we're going to add that word will to our sentences. So let's take a look. Our first sentence reads, I run down the field. This sentence is happening right now in the present. And the verb will, well, that's our action verb, and it tells me that I run. But remember, I want to change this story to happen in the future. So I'm going to add that helping verb, will, before the verb. So watch. Now my sentence reads, I will run down the field. Now this part of my story takes place in the future. My next sentence reads, I kick the ball. Can you find the action verb? Did you say kick? Nice job. But again, that verb is taking place now in the present, and I want it to take place in the future. So I'm going to add the helping verb will before it. Watch. I will kick the ball. Can you read it with me? I will kick the ball. Nice job. All right, let's take a look at the next part of our story. It reads, I score a goal. Which word is our verb? Did you say score? Nice job. What am I going to do to change this to happen in the future? What's my sentence going to read? Go ahead and share your thinking. Did you say that your sentence will now read, I will score a goal? Yes, nice job. Let's take a look at our next sentence. I have a little tricky one in this one. This one reads, I am the star of the game. This sentence has a linking verb. Can you find the linking verb? Yes, it's the word am. Now, am can be a little tricky because the future tense of the word am is actually a totally different word. It's the word be. Watch how I change the sentence to take place in the future. Now it reads, I will be the star of the game. Can you read it with me? I will be the star of the game. Now this sentence takes place in the future. Let's do another one. The sentence reads, the game is over. This sentence also has one of those linking verbs. Can you find it? Did you say is? Nice job. Is also changes to the word be in the future. So watch how this changes. The game will be over. Can be tricky, can't it? All right, one more. Our last sentence reads, we are the winners. Can you find that linking verb in our sentence? Did you say are? Nice job. Guess what? The linking verb are also changes to the word be in the future. So what is my sentence going to read when I change this? Did you say now it will read, we will be the winners? Nice work. We just changed this story from happening now in the present to happening tomorrow in the future. In order to do that, we needed to add this helping verb, will, before the main verb. Really nice work. Now we're going to work together to read sentences and decide which form of the verb to use. So let's take a look at our first two examples. We have play and will play. Play is happening right now, but will play happens in the future. So let's take a look at our first sentence. It reads, next week, our team blank the Tigers. And Tigers is the name of the team. Let me read that again. Next week, our team blank the Tigers. Which word or words do you think we should use in this sentence? Play or will play? I hope you said will play, but why? What words in this sentence help you know that it's going to take place in the future? Did you notice this word next? Yeah, next week. That's happening in the future. So we need to say will play. Next week, our team will play the Tigers. Absolutely, that happens in the future. Let's take a look at our next words. Am and will be. Remember, am takes place right now, but will be takes place in the future. Let's take a look at our sentence. It reads, right now I blank in my uniform. Which verb should I put in this blank space? Go ahead and think. Were you thinking am? Yes, that's correct. But why? Go ahead and share your thinking. Did you notice that it said right now? Well, because it says right now, that means it's present tense. So that's why I need to add the word am. Now listen. Right now, I am in my uniform. Nice work. Let's take a look at our next two examples. We have are and will be. Remember, are takes place right now and will be takes place in the future. The sentence reads, my friends blank at the game next Friday. Which verb should I use? Were you thinking will be? You were? Great job. Why? What was your clue in this sentence? Did you see these words here, next Friday? That's my clue to say that it's happening in the future. So because it's happening in the future, I need to use will be. Read the sentence with me. My friends will be at the game next Friday. Nice work. Again, this is one of those things where the more we practice, the better we'll get at it. That's the end of today's lesson. Nice work. For today's assignment, you're going to complete page 45 in your Being a Writer language skill practice book. Remember